Why has the Antarctic ice wall been designated a forbidden zone for humanity? Could there truly be giant creatures lurking beneath the ice? For Antarctica, frozen for 4,000 years, anything bizarre is possible. These are sights you may never witness in your lifetime. What appears to be an ordinary ice floe is actually a 100-meter-tall iceberg plunging straight to the seafloor, with the visible surface portion constituting merely 1/10 of its massive bulk. The deep waters beneath the ice wall represent a world never before tread by humans, about which we know shockingly little, even less than our understanding of the Martian surface. Today, our scientific expedition has arrived in Antarctica with the world's most advanced deep-sea exploration equipment. We will dive to the ocean depths, spending over 1,000 hours documenting the miracles of life beneath the ice. This is a completely unknown journey. No one can predict what we might encounter. The probe slowly descends along the ice wall's flank, revealing the underwater portion of the iceberg, a 100-meter stretch of ice covered in honeycomb-like etchings, resembling an exquisitely carved mural of breathtaking grandeur. At 20 meters depth, an even more bizarre sight comes into view. What look like shipping containers suspended in water are actually a pod of sperm whales sleeping upside down. Possessing the largest brains on Earth, what dreams they're experiencing remains unknowable. They typically sleep only 6 to 24 minutes, so the scenario if they were to suddenly awaken is hard to imagine. One can only guess the photographer's state of mind. At 100 meters depth lies the iceberg's base, appearing barren and devoid of life. Descending to 200 meters brings us to the ocean's mesopelagic twilight zone, where sunlight is swallowed by darkness, yet astonishingly, life persists here. When the floodlights suddenly activate, a spectacular storm of krill surges toward us. Within minutes, the probe is completely enveloped by krill. Statistics show Antarctica's current krill population totals approximately 700 million tons. They're not just humanity's marine food reserve, but also the ultimate secret behind Antarctic megafauna sustenance, as nearly all local animals feed on krill. As the probe advances, we discover an underwater garden, except these aren't plants, but benthic animals. These are feather stars, ancient marine invertebrates that propel themselves using dozens of long, hairy tentacles, with their most fascinating aspect being their appearance while descending. When the probe reaches 500 meters depth, we enter a magical world teeming with breathtakingly bizarre creatures. Here we encounter a living pyrosome. Its cylindrical body, composed of gelatinous material, resembles an enormous 3-meter-long sac, making even the passing white-tipped reef shark above appear diminutive by comparison. Only minimal sunlight penetrates to these depths, and survival here requires making the most of every photon. This is a swordfish with tennis ball-sized eyes that can see clearly, even in the perpetual gloom. The strawberry-like creature is a deep-sea squid, its right eye perpetually looking downward, while its significantly larger left eye gazes upward, allowing it to simultaneously monitor seabed dangers and potential prey above. Soon an even more sci-fi fish appears, the barrelly, a melancholic-looking deep-sea dweller. The two protruding orbs on its face aren't eyes but nostrils. Its actual glowing eyes are inside its head. To maximize its visual field, it has evolved a transparent dome covering its head, enabling it to see both above and its own bioluminescent rear, hence its alternate name, the post-anal fish. Would you believe this creature actually exists without seeing it with your own eyes? When the probe surpasses 800 meters depth, an even more astonishing discovery excites us. A 20-meter-long Stygiomedusa jellyfish swims into view. Among the rarest of giant creatures, humans have documented only about 130 sightings to date. Its psychedelic reddish-brown body with tentacles over 10 meters long, drifting like demonic streamers, makes it appear straight from hell. Witnessing one firsthand is undeniably extraordinary luck. In Antarctica, nearly all marine species grow larger than elsewhere. This is a Humboldt squid, 2 meters long and 50 kilograms, known among fishermen as man-eating sea monsters. Like land-dwelling wolves, they hunt in coordinated packs, their tentacles lined with spiked suction cups that firmly grasp prey before pushing it into their beaks. When prey is scarce, they turn on each other. One squid seizes a smaller counterpart with its tentacles, releasing black ink as cover to avoid detection by others. Yet despite this, an even larger Humboldt squid spots and ambushes it. Near the seabed at 1,000 meters depth, in a muddy basin, we joyfully discover the much-prized king crab. Unlike ordinary king crabs, Antarctic varieties face virtually no predators, allowing them to grow exceptionally large. 90-centimeter legs paired with 30-centimeter carapaces, lean yet succulent. As the probe continues descending, we approach our final destination, the midnight zone, 1,300 meters below sea level, where sunlight cannot penetrate. It feels like stepping into another dimension. Life exists here, but in forms completely alien to us. Glowing residents resembling extraterrestrial visitors. Here, 93% of inhabitants communicate through bioluminescence. Perhaps Perhaps Earth's earliest language, this primitive yet mysterious signaling system remains largely undeciphered by us. Yet these animals have perfected light's utility. The glowing-headed black dragonfish uses its luminescence to lure curious prey, while the fang-toothed fish, covered in pressure-sensitive organs, detecting the slightest water movement, represents the midnight zone's most voracious hunter. Their prey, however, possesses an escape tactic, fluorescent ink that effectively distracts predators. In these lightless depths, life seems unshackled from time's constraints. Siphonophores have achieved near immortality through constant self-cloning, producing countless tiny individuals that chain together into the world's longest animals, with the current record being 120 meters. As our expedition nears its end, a magical phenomenon occurs. A blizzard begins underwater. Cloud-like organic detritus continuously drifts down like manna, nourishing filter-feeding seabed organisms, while the snowflakes they miss eventually become part of the ocean floor. Over millions of years, the seabed has accumulated 1.6 kilometers of sediment. When the probe touches down, vast methane bubbles erupt suddenly. Tests reveal extremely high methane concentrations, with the more shocking discovery being the methane-eating bacteria swarming around the bubbles. These extremophile microbes might hold the key to unlocking the mystery of extraterrestrial life. We now know oceans exist on Jupiter's and Saturn's moons. If life can survive these harsh deep-sea conditions, it could certainly thrive on alien worlds.